Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to do the chapter sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid is also known as oil of vitriol and its structure is S2 its structure formula is H2SO4 and its structure is like this. Sulfur in between, then the oxygen with the single bond, and then the oxygen at the above is with the double bond, and here two hydrogen is also present, and so the presence of two hydrogen, its basicity is also 2, and this is also known as diabasic. Now the preparation of sulfuric acid, we have seen in the nitric acid chapter also that strong oxidizing agent, that is nitric acid plus sulfur will give sulfuric acid plus water plus nitrogen dioxide, and so the sulfuric acid is prepared. Now the industrial process, that is known as contact process. In step 1, it produces sulfur dioxide with the reaction of sulfur plus oxygen to give sulfur dioxide, or iron sulfide plus oxygen in the presence of heat will give sulfur dioxide plus iron 3 oxide. Now in second process, contact tower, in this oxidation takes place, that is sulfur dioxide is being converted into sulfide. So sulfur dioxide plus oxygen in the presence of vanadium pentoxide, that is catalyst, with the temperature of 450 to 500 degrees Celsius and 100 to 200 atmospheric pressure to give sulfide plus exothermic reaction plus heat, that is so it's the exothermic reaction. Note here is note that platinum is not used in place of vanadium pentoxide. Why so? Because platinum is costly and becomes poisonous after reacting with the impurities, so vanadium pentoxide is used. Now in step 3, absorption of SO3 sulfide takes place, that is SO3 being react with the sulfuric acid, 98% sulfuric acid should be pure, to give OLEM or pyrosulfuric acid, that is H2S2O7, known as OLEM or pyrosulfuric acid. And now its dilution tank reaction of the, now this step 4 is the dilution tank, that is pyrosulfuric acid or alum reacts with the water to give sulfuric acid. So this is the process of contact process. 4 steps are there, you must learn it, VVI. Now reactions, that contact process reactions is I have written once again, in only the reactions I have written simply. So I have already explained here, so I will be skipping this part. Now the properties of sulfuric acid, that is colorless, odorless, and it is heavier than water. So it's 2 types, it's strong acid, dilute is strong acid, and concentrated sulfuric is not acid. It's electrolyte, it's non-electrolyte, and it's a oxidizing agent, it is not a oxidizing agent, it is not even a dehydrating agent or not even a non-volatile in acid, but it's a oxidizing agent, dehydrating agent, as well as non-volatile in nature. So concentrated acid is oxidizing agent, dehydrating agent, as well as non-volatile in nature, while dilute is strong acid and electrolyte, it is an electrolyte. Now acidic property, acid plus metal carbonate will give carbon dioxide plus salt plus water, we know that. Dilute sulfuric acid, it's a strong acid, so we have used the dilute, not the concentrated, to give plus metal carbonate, zinc carbonate, plus to give carbon dioxide plus zinc sulfate plus water. Now acid plus metal sulfide to give sulfur dioxide plus salt plus water. Sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid plus sodium sulfide to give sulfur dioxide plus sodium sulfate plus water. Sodium sulfate is a salt, metal sulfate is a salt. So metal plus acid to give salt plus hydrogen. Zinc plus sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid will give zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Now metal sulfide when reacts with the acid will give hydrogen sulfide plus salt. Zinc sulfide plus sulfuric acid, dilute sulfuric acid will give hydrogen sulfide plus zinc sulfate, that is salt. Now the reactions of the oxidizing agent, so it will be concentrated sulfuric, and is the reaction of the oxidizing agent. Carbon reacts with the sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid will to give carbon dioxide plus sulfur dioxide plus water. Here sulfur reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid to give sulfur dioxide plus water. Phosphorus plus sulfuric concentrated sulfuric acid will give phosphoric acid plus sulfur dioxide plus water. Now hydrogen sulfide when reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid will give sulfur plus water. So these are the reactions for the oxidizing agent of concentrated sulfuric acid. Now reactions for the dehydrating agent, that removal of water. Here also the concentrated sulfuric acid is only used, H2SO4, concentrated sulfuric acid. Dehydrating agents reaction, alcohol that converts into alkaline with the temperature of 170 degrees Celsius. Here dehydration of C2H5OH alcohol takes place. So its structure is like CHHHHHOH. Ethyl alcohol with the temperature of 170 degrees Celsius in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid will give water plus ethene, C2H4. Here the dehydration of alcohol takes place. So now sugar crystal C12H22O11 in the presence of heat plus concentrated sulfuric acid will dehydrate into water plus 12 carbon, sugar charcoal, which is sugar charcoal. Now reactions for the non-volatile, we have seen in the HCl chapter and in the we have seen in the HCl chapter and in the nitric acid chapter that concentrated sulfuric acid is used, not the nitric acid or any other acid. Why so? Because it's a volatile in nature. So sodium nitrate plus sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid below 200 degrees Celsius temperature will give sodium bisulfate plus nitric acid. Here then again sodium chloride plus concentrated sulfuric acid below 200 degrees Celsius temperature will give sodium bisulfate plus HCl gas. So these were the reactions. These three are very, very important. Reactions for the oxidizing agent I have already explained, and reactions for the dehydrating agent and reactions for the non-volatile. Now the last one is left, that is how to dilute sulfuric acid. Add concentrated sulfuric acid slowly to water and keep constantly stirring it so it will not settle down, being heavier than water. And keep in mind that not add water to sulfuric acid because it's a very exothermic, that will become very explosive. And so the sulfuric acid chapter is completed.